Let's be real. Your favorite celebrities don't just wake up looking like that. There's always somebody behind the look, behind the image, behind the moment. And today we're sitting down with someone who's been doing exactly that. Styling names like Little Kim, Dream Doll, Fabio Foreign, Alexis Sky, Little Mama, Big Frida, Dave East, Tia Mori's husband, I don't know his name, but the list goes on. What's his name?
Corey Hardrick.
Corey Hardrick. And working across New York and British runways, building a name across television that speaks before he even walks in a room. Because in this industry, your image is your power, and he knows exactly how to create it. This is Looks by Lunden. Welcome back to Tales of a Latina, where we talk power, presence, and the people behind the success. And today's guest is somebody who understands exactly how to make a statement. And he's a celebrity stylist, a creative director, someone who has built his name in a very competitive industry. From Brooklyn to working with some of the biggest names in entertainment, Lunden is here to tell his story. Everybody welcome Lunden to Tales of a Latina.
What's up, sis?
What's up, my love?
How are you?
Thank you so much for coming. You got a busy schedule.
Yes.
It was hard to get you here,
Well,
but I got you.
Facts.
And we always start the show at the very beginning.
Okay.
What was Baby Lunden like?
Yikes. Baby Lunden. Are we talking like baby or are we talking like, just young period?
Baby Lunden, where did you grow up? Where were you born?
Okay, I was born in the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah. My family's from the South. I have a big family. I'm the baby of 6. My mom was and my dad was like military, Black Panther, like very much structure growing up. Then she became a minister, and we were also like church every day. It was one of those type of lifestyles. And we just moved around because my dad was in the Army a lot. And then he passed when I was 12. And then we moved to Parkchester, I think. From Parkchester.
Parkchester is where?
The Bronx.
In the Bronx. Okay,
Yeah.
they're still in the Bronx.
Yeah,
Okay.
For most of my childhood was the Bronx. Then when I moved out at 17, because I seen like how my whole family, like my brothers and sisters, had to live in my mom's house with like 10,000 rules, even if you're 25.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. Like if you had a
What background? Like I know your last name is Olin.
Olin.
Mm-hmm. Is that like African or is that I don't know, what is it?
It's actually Irish.
Is that Irish?
Yeah.
That's why I always ask, because I'm like, what is that?
Somebody had to, do something with a slave, clearly, because there's no white in my family. So, it definitely like going back now that I know the history, it was an Irish last name. But yeah, we're from the South. Like,
okay.
Yeah, just American Black family, that just been through a lot.
Period. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Tell us. So you were in Parkchester.
Mm-hmm.
You there for a minute. You said you wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I moved out when I was 17. I moved to Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was 17, fresh out of not knowing anything, thinking I'm grown. You know what I mean? I'm like, I got this. I could do this. Clearly, I couldn't. I had to move into a roommate situation with like 7 roommates. And I was working like a 9-to-5 then, but I was still trying to be a stylist then. But it just wasn't, like, I just kept hitting the wall. You know what I mean?
So you always had an eye for fashion?
No. I always had a fashion for theater before
Okay.
anything. Yeah. I was
That's
a theater
so
kid. Yeah.
So were you in, like, your high school play or?
No, I did I was in an acting program in NYU. They had, like, a theater company through Tisch back in the days.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was a part of that for over, like, 10 years. And then I was doing, like, church plays and, like, doing, like, off Broadway type stuff and stuff like that when I was younger.
So what made you not continue to do that?
Negativity, 100%. I
Yeah.
started to look in the mirror and take what people were saying to me and believe it as true.
What were they saying?
Oh, you too big. I was huge when I was younger. Yeah.
I would never believe that.
A 52 pant size, 100%. Yeah. Biggie was my nickname. Stuff like that.
I gotta see a picture because I can't even imagine
like 2 pictures. Yeah, because
wow.
I was very definitely a shell of myself. Definitely who I am today is definitely not who I was then. And then just a lot of negativity, like, oh, your brother plays football, so why are you not playing football? Or you want to do theater? Why are you doing theater? Like all those things. So I started to listen to those things, and I just dumbed it down and was like, oh, I don't want to do theater no more. I'm just gonna get a 9 to 5. I'm gonna, just try to be this person that everybody wants me to be, and I was never happy. Then then you realize that that's not the happy place. You know what I mean?
So, okay, at what age did you realize that you have something different and that you wanted to like really tap into your creative space?
I think maybe like 22, 23. Honestly,
Yeah.
like it took me a while to realize like this is what I want to do with my career. This is what I want to do with my life, and take it serious. Because a lot of people back then was telling me styling is not a real job. It was very much that.
Everybody always says that about every creative career
Yeah.
that you choose, and it is a real job because
Yeah.
you still have to pursue it. Just like you still have to study the craft, you
Yeah.
still have to build a network, you still have to send in your resume,
Of
just like
course.
every other job.
But it's not a real job until you have a celebrity to them. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't fun until they saw me working with the people that they grew up watching. Now all of a sudden it's a different story. You know what I mean?
So who influenced your style early on, like when you were a kid and you
Movies.
were
Movies was like my close friend because like I really couldn't listen to crazy music because I told you the household I lived in. So like when my mom or dad was at work, I was sneaking watching movies. And
Was
that's
your
when
family very religious?
Oh yeah, they did
Okay.
not play. Like there was no cursing. We couldn't watch no regular movies. The only artist I think I could remember listening to was like Lauryn Hill and Will Smith. Like
Wow.
it was that bad. Yeah.
So you're in Brooklyn now. You're living there. What did it teach you about like how to move? Because now the Bronx and Brooklyn is still very similar in the sense where you gotta be tough. You gotta be tough.
Oh yeah.
Like, what was that? Did you get bullied growing up? I know.
Definitely got bullied in high school.
In high
I was a
school?
super nerdy kid. You know what I mean? I was very not loud. I was quiet. Did my homework type stuff because I'm not trying to get a beating when I go home. Like I'm not like that's how I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So it's not even anything else. But then I realized like you only get bullied because somebody likes something that they don't see in themselves or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah.
like I had to get out of that mindset, but I had to learn a lot. Brooklyn honestly taught me a lot.
Did
Like,
you have to fight a lot?
honestly, I could
No,
count
or
on my
you stayed
hands.
out
I
of
had
it?
like 4 fights in my whole life.
Okay.
People don't really like, and it never got to that level because I was always big. Like I was big. So like, yeah, if you said something to me, you was never gonna press me. You know what I mean? It was like one of those situations.
So were you always this vibrant in
No.
high school? No, you were.
100% not.
You were.
No.
So when did you start? Like when did styling become serious to you? When did you say, okay, I want to start being in this industry? I want to take it serious.
I took it serious after I started doing costume designing for the theater company that I was in. So I took myself out as an actor and started doing the costume designing because I think somebody got sick or something, and then I fell in love with it and it was like, oh, this is a real job. Like this is not just playing with clothes or like, because at first I thought it was just fun.
No.
But then I realized, oh no, this is a real career.
And you're putting looks together that make sense for that character, so you have to study that character, their background, where they're from,
and
what
tell
kind
the
of
story through the clothes.
Yes.
And I think that's what makes me a good stylist now. Because a lot of stylists just throw things on people.
I was just going to ask you, what makes a real stylist, not just, what makes someone a real stylist versus someone who can just dress?
Yeah, because you could dress yourself, but can you dress everybody? I don't think. A lot of them can't, you know what I mean? And I also feel like me having that background in theater where I tell the story through clothes, it makes more sense. Because now I'm looking at you from head to toe, even telling you like what kind of hairstyle you should have.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, those earrings, let's do these earrings instead.
Right,
you know what
right.
I mean? Just to complete the look.
We were thinking about a different set of earrings, but we wasn't sure. And we was like, maybe Lunden will tell us. But then I asked the guys and they was like, just keep the ones you got on.
You should ask.
See, I should have asked. Anyway, So you do study people,
Yeah.
or does it also come natural? Does it ever just come naturally to you? Like you can instantly see somebody and be like,
Yeah,
I don't
now
need
it comes natural. Now, like literally, I can style somebody in my sleep. Like really.
Do you feel like styling is more about fashion versus or psychology? Like
I think it's both. Honestly, it's honestly 50-50 because being a stylist, you also have to be the help. And that's what I keep telling a lot of these new stylists. It's like, if you think this is a glamorous job in the beginning, it's not. I'm literally the help. Like I'm making sure you look good. I'm standing in the back. I'm holding your purse. I got your son with me.
Yeah.
Whatever the situation is, you know what I mean?
But don't get it twisted because like Rachel Roy, I look at her and I'm like, she's a celebrity because her brain, the way your brain, like people come to you because they see your genius and it's a collaboration. You're not the help.
No, but
you're helping someone with their image.
No, but it's just like a makeup and hairstylist. You're still the help. And what I mean by that is like, if you can't not dumb yourself, but like if you can't like work under somebody, then this is not the job for you.
Yeah, because a lot of people do like to work from an egotistical standpoint, right? And you can't have ego when you're styling someone or when you're being a person just of service, like that you want to make someone else's image. That's what you're there to do. So I get it. Yeah. So what's something people completely misunderstand about stylists or about you?
You know, one thing that's like making me step back from styling, and I think that's the question I'm going to answer, is because they think we're on call 24/7. And it's not like they care about us sometimes. It's more like, what can you provide clothing wise? And then other than that, you're out the window. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I got a last minute event. Let me call my stylist. Instead of thinking like, oh, my stylist has a life. So how about I check in and like, hey, can I put you on a schedule? Can I?
Yeah. You know? And actually maybe even like put you on a retainer where it's like every month we know that we're pulling 4 or 5 looks, regardless of whatever events you have. Right. Like, these are the looks that I'm going to pull for you, and we'll, that's
make it work. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the pressure of being a person responsible for someone's image? Someone else, like, what's that pressure like for you?
I mean, there's a big pressure now that we have social media. I think when I first started, you didn't know who I was styling. You know what I mean? So I didn't care what the audience had to say. But now, you know what I mean? If posted and I styled her and they hate it and they make all these things, then it makes me look like I'm a bad stylist.
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's other people's opinions as well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they don't know if she was like, this is what I want to wear. I don't want to wear nothing else but this. So you put that on her, and then now she's going viral for looking like a leprechaun. I did not mean to say that, but it's the truth.
Who may
wasn't
not
me.
you,
No,
right? Okay.
No.
But because you styled her previously, people are going to think that you styled her for this other look. Yeah. And oh my God. No, okay. If it looks like a leprechaun, it wasn't London.
It wasn't looks like London.
So let's get into the celebrity and the industry talk now that we're mentioning Little Kim and everything. And, take me into your first celebrity moment, and what did that feel like for you?
What was my first celebrity moment? I think it was 2. It was first working with Love and Hip Hop, like the whole cast. And that was kind of big for me because I grew up watching the show. So it was just like, I'm styling the whole cast. Like, this is crazy. And then my first major shoot was with like 3 major celebrities at that time.
Yeah, I remember you styled even Amara La Negra.
Oh yeah,
I was
about to move to Miami just to like, that's how much we was working together. Yeah. I was having to like ship things to Miami for her.
Wow.
Yeah.
So working with people like Little Kim, what's that experience like? Because she is a mega superstar. She's on a different level. Like, you got levels to celebrity. So what was that like?
For me, and it's crazy, honestly, it wasn't until after the fact that I would pat myself on the back. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're doing a good job that you're able to be in these rooms and be on the same level with everyone. But in the beginning, no, I was literally telling myself, you could do better. Like, I'm walking in a room with a person I used to sing in high school, and I'm styling her, but I'm still telling myself, like, nah, you could do better.
So would you say you had imposter syndrome during that time period? 100%. But she loved it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And she's a Cancer, so she's like very
sis. Yeah, I love my sis.
She don't play. If she don't like it, she don't like it.
Yeah. You said you were patting yourself on the back.
After the fact. Like, when I was in the process working with these big celebrities, honestly, like, I think I was in a different headspace then. I was definitely like telling myself, no, I was being those people that was in my head in high school again. That's literally what it was. It was like, you could do better. Oh, you working with Little Kim? Who cares? Oh, you working with Insecure, the show with Jay Ellis and all of them? Who cares? Do better. Yeah, but
okay, so even with all these accolades, you still felt like this. How did you get out of that headspace? How did you snap out and be like, no, I'm that dude?
Honestly, it wasn't until COVID. Like, until I was in the house alone, having to look in the mirror and like reflect on who I am as a person. And it wasn't until I got into therapy, it wasn't until I started a relationship with God, like all those things honestly helped my mental, and the gym, I ain't gonna hold you. The gym has been helping me too. Like, when I get a little angry, I'm like, chill out, it's not that serious, you know what I mean?
Go to the gym, release
some stress. Go to the gym, go get therapy, and talk to God. All 3 of those things, you should be all right.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. I love that you have like this, like this this glow about you. Like, you've always had a glow, but I didn't really know
it for so long.
Yeah, I didn't know you personally back then. I'm just now getting to know you personally, which is why I was like, I want Lunden on my show so he can come tell me his story. You know what I mean?
Love that.
So, back to the celebrities. Do celebrities come to you with a vision, or do you create it for them?
It depends on the budget. I feel like 60-40. Like sometimes we get to create everything, but if they're like in their head, like a little Kim, like she's in her head 9 out of 10 because she's a Cancer. She's gonna be like, this is what I want to look like, and then you kind of gotta like build with that. Instead of being like, hey Kim, these are my ideas. What do you think? It's more like, okay, this is what you want. Now let me go back and try to make that happen for you.
Right. And has there ever been a moment where you're like, no, we're not doing that?
I try to tell the people I know what I'm doing, and then they still wear it. Like a lot of the Love and Hip Hop cast, like they would be like, "No, I don't want to wear this. I'm gonna wear that." And then they get on it, and then it was like, "You look crazy."
Right.
And I was trying to help you.
Right.
But hey, do your thing.
So be honest. Like, are celebrities easy to work with, or or is it easier to work with people who are just not that famous and have, but have the
I don't know. I feel like for me is kind of like in the middle. Like I love my celebrities, and what I mean by celebrities is like real celebrities, like Ross from The Walking Dead that I work with, like people like that are real like A-list. And then I like the lawyers and the doctors and the regular working clients that I have.
The corporate, yeah.
But that B-list, C-list reality star celebrity, I'm good on that.
Ooh.
Because those are the ones that treated me like crap. They drugged me through the mud, had me up till 1-8 in the morning. Then I got to go to the club with you, and then you only pay me like $200 because you're like, oh, I'm gonna post and tag you.
Oh hell no, we're not doing that no more this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, for years.
For years. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it has been a long time since you styled people on Love and Hip Hop. I think you've transitioned into a different space.
Baddies was my last reality for me. Like working with like Natalie, none of them. I was like, oh yeah, I'm starting to feel Love and Hip Hop again. I'm out.
Wait, can you tell me about working with Natalie Nunez? What's that like? Because is she a wild card? Do they really fight all the time like that, or is that just stuff that they egg on just for TV? Like,
I feel like it's kind of both. Like I was working with Natalie, Krishan, and what's the man she was dating at the time?
Blueface.
Blueface. And we were doing a fashion show, and they were in charge. And honestly, she was cool. Natalie was the cool one, even though it took me a long time to get my clothes back, and she ripped something. Other than that, it was cool. But the ones that were crazy was Krishan and Blueface. Like, it was weird to the point where I was scared for Blueface that Krishan was gonna smack the mess out of him. Like, I was like, oh, something's going on here, and I just need to like keep it cool.
Oh my God. Have you ever had a situation where things went left with a celebrity besides that, or is that the one?
Oh no, I had one. I won't say the names, but I'm getting her ready for a red carpet event. Her man, who's been cheating on her for so long on shows, comes home and tries to have a conversation with her. All of a sudden, she pulls out a knife, and I'm there by myself. Like, this is not a TV show. Like, they're not on the show right now. So there's no security, there's no nothing. It's me in the house getting her ready. Her man walks in, they start fighting. She pulls out a knife. He's calling me, like, Lunden, come help me. And I'm like, I have nothing to do with this.
Oh my God.
I think I should leave.
The ghetto.
Right. The ghetto. No, seriously. In their big house. But, hey.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you can't judge a book by its cover. You never know.
No, that's a fact.
So who is your favorite celebrity so far that you have worked with? And who is your dream celebrity?
I could do you my dream first. And I'm kind of like almost close. Like 6 degrees of separation. Rihanna. Like, that's my, like, But I grew up with Rocky. He still checks in here and there, which I respect. Like, he's super humble. But I'm like, since I kind of grew up with Rocky, maybe it's going to make my way there. Who knows? If you're watching this, tag Rihanna.
It will happen. Rihanna. Lunden, he's ready to style you.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm ready to be there.
Hello.
Has his assistant. I don't care.
Okay.
See, that's when I lower my, I work without ego. I will be your assistant.
Facts.
No, all right. So now I want to get into a little bit fun part of the show. This is just, just to lighten things up a little bit. And we're going to do the quick cheesemint in 60. This is a rapid fire segment. So we're going to do like either or, you pick which one you like. And then we'll elaborate a little bit further after and see how that goes. Okay. So NYC or ATL?
NYC.
NYC, period.
Yeah.
Designer.
Okay, wait, no. Unless we talk about food, then I got to go for ATL. Yeah.
Right. ATL do got good food.
It do got good food, though.
So designer or streetwear?
Designer or street? See, I'm a 50-50. Because I'm going to give you a little designer, but I'm always give you streetwear with the mix. So I don't know. I'm 50-50.
You like both.
Yeah,
it's okay. You can like both. You
Listen,
can like
I
both.
work
We
hard
can do
enough.
both.
Yeah.
Style or comfort?
Oh, ooh. I used to say style, but I'm getting older, so now I feel like comfort.
I'm the same way now. I cannot do the Louboutins.
Nah.
Like, this is it.
Yeah.
Y'all getting it on set, but for me to walk outside with them,
I agree.
I cannot.
And then who wants bad feet, you know?
Like, no,
I don't got time for none of that.
Yeah, my feet are still cute. I need to, you know, but yeah, I need, you know, they cute. They're all right.
Zoom in.
Zooming in. All right. Famous or private?
Private.
Private?
Yeah.
Have you ever, well, we'll get into that until after dark. Biggest fashion pet peeve?
For men, I'll give you a little clue. When you buy a suit or like a trench coat, the little split in the back, please open it in your pockets. That's a pet peeve of mine. Like they'll be at a wedding or something and the little thing is still sewed together and I'm like, oh, bruh, you didn't know that? So yeah, that's one of mine for sure. Females, just, I don't know if it's clothes, but I hate a bad wig. I don't know. And I feel like we're in that era now where you see girls and you're like, you came outside and I could see like the helmet is crazy.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that's why I don't do wigs because I can't maintain it. Like, they look good on the first day, but then the second, third, I'm like, okay, who's going to fix this?
2026. No, they got good wigs now. It's 2026. Like wigs that you could just throw on and be cool. Get those.
Oh, yeah, I need that. Yeah. What's a client red flag?
Paying invoices late.
Period.
Yeah.
So how many times has someone paid your invoice late?
Bruh. But also I came in the era where stylists and hair and makeup were treated like the help. So I was on these shows, VH1, We wasn't getting paid for, like, say the show we styled them that week. We're not getting paid for another month or two.
Wow.
Because you got to wait for the show to air and then got to go do this and then got to go. And it's just like.
It is a lot. Production, you know.
But no, it shouldn't be a lot. Pay me on time because I'm here on time and doing my job on time. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the way they schedule it. It's weird. It's
super weird.
So what's a client green flag? Obviously, when they pay their invoice on time.
Yeah, or when they don't ask to go down on my budget.
Have you ever experienced something though where a client is paying really good money, but they are the shittiest person to work with?
Oh yeah, most of my clients.
So what do you do then?
Well, then I was shutting up, and that was my bad problem that I regret now. Like I definitely just took the money when I was in my 20s. I was like, oh no, this money's coming in. I don't care how you treat me. I'm gonna do my job. Now being in the game long enough, no, if you don't respect me, I'm good. Because at the end of the day, that's not gonna change. If they disrespect you now, they're gonna keep doing it. And they did until I was like, I gotta remove myself from that situation.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I think that ends the quick cheesemint in 60 because now, we're going to get into the Tales After Dark segment in a little bit. But I want to start to get into the things that you're doing now aside from styling because I really love that. You're getting into your corporate bag. Yeah. You're working with celebrities doing food reviews and becoming like a critic. So what's going on with that? Tell us about that. Tell us about that journey.
I always had a love for food, honestly, because I told you I was a big boy.
Yeah.
But my family, they was always cooking, and I didn't find love for it until COVID. So COVID happens, then I'm in the house by myself. I start to cook more. I'm starting to do these things. But then once the doors open back outside, I'm like, I can't just be in the house cooking. So I tried to make sense of it, and then we started doing the food reviews, and it kind of took off. I was like, why don't I use the celebrities that I'm styling, and let's just sit down and eat with me. They'll make me go viral just because they're sitting down there anyway.
I love Johnny Bananas.
He's hilarious.
He's so fun.
No, he's freaking hilarious.
He's hilarious and fun. I think he's cute. In that video, he looked cute. He's on the show Villains. He was on Traitors. He was on, I think, Big Brother.
No, he was on
Survivor.
The Challenge.
Sorry, don't want to confuse the shows now.
No, because I used to say the same thing.
But I love, when I saw it, I was like, okay, we elevating. Because, he's on all these reality shows. And I love that. So
he was one of my old clients and he still shows love. So that's how that happened. He just I'm in New York. I'm like, you're in New York now? Well, I got this new thing. Let's come eat with me real quick.
I love that.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite celebrity to eat with?
Who do I like so far? Actually, my comedian friend Tiffany, what's her name on social media? She's viral all the time. I'm bad with names.
Yeah. I know, I'm bad with names. I'm good with faces. Yeah. I always say that.
Well, her name is Tiffany, but I don't know her Instagram name. Yeah. But she's a comedian. She has a lot of followers, so you've seen her. But we just did one, and it's going to be freaking hilarious.
I can't wait to see it. All right. Well, now, okay. So, what is your favorite food to eat though? Before we get into Tales After Dark, because
I love Italian food. I love seafood. Honestly, no, I love all good food. It doesn't matter because I eat soul food, seafood, Italian food, Thai food, sushi. I just don't like spices. Like
I'll tell you what, when I want to go eat, when I'm looking for something good to eat, I go to your page or,
yes.
or I'm going to call you and we
Yes.
go together. But I
Yes.
always know that you're going to have a dope spot
Yeah.
for me to go to.
Hell yeah.
You know?
And it's bad now that I do food reviews because now I can't go eat normally because now I know these things that I'm expecting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, y'all bringing me dirty this and y'all taking too long to bring my food? Da-da-da-da.
Right.
It's just like, it's weird now.
Yeah. And we're spoiled.
We are spoiled.
We are a little
do
spoiled.
love a good spoiled.
Yeah,
moment.
regardless if we're getting, you know, if we're doing a collaboration or getting paid to be there, we want to make sure it's good.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to just lie and be like, it's good because we're getting paid for it.
No.
All right, so now I want to get into Tales After Dark.
Okay.
This is the spicy segment, which I'm drinking
Spicy margarita?
Spicy margarita here at Julon. You
Mango margarita for me.
period.
You know?
So, listen. This one is a little bit more honest. It's more unfiltered. You can
Okay.
answer what you want. You can pass on what you want, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Okay.
All right. So let's be real. How much does style affect your like attraction to people?
It doesn't. When I
No?
was younger, it did. Like I would lead with what you have on first, and then I'll like you. But now, no, because it doesn't matter. Because listen, if you catch me at where I live, I do not look like this.
Right.
You
no,
might be
I
like
look like
trying to give me $1. Like, London, is that you? I'm like, don't look at me. Just keep moving. Just go about your business.
No lie, I be looking like a straight
Same.
bum
I don't
in my
care.
little complex area. Like, people be like, yo, I saw you on Instagram. You look so different. And I'm like, I know, right?
Yeah. I don't even brush my beard sometimes. I'm like, I'm just going to the store. I don't care, you know?
So can you tell what kind of person someone is just by how they dress?
Sometimes. Because a lot of people are dressing up, and I call that like Halloween dressing up, you know, costumes. So sometimes they could fake it, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, London, have I ever? Okay, tell me what's the worst out? Like, what outfit? And I'm ready for the critique. What is the worst look that you've ever seen me in, or what would you change about my style? Because I know I can.
Louise.
I need a little
You want
tweaking.
the blunt like that?
Yes, give it to me. I'm ready.
Only because, and this is only because I was just on your page. I thought your Cardi B concert outfit, it was exciting to look at, but I think we could have gotten a little bit more, you know, sexier and cleaner. That's all.
I didn't know what to wear.
I could tell.
And it was last minute.
I could tell. Uh-huh.
Well, I knew it. I didn't really love my look, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a sexy teacher look, and I'm just going to throw white fishnets, leather skirt, pull
But see, to the normal eye, that looks good.
Yeah.
And that's my problem.
But
my eye,
But
I'm
no,
like,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I didn't. That wasn't my best look. It was just like I'm working with what I got. I got some
Okay.
last minute tickets.
yes.
But yeah, no, I like to hear the truth. I like
Same.
to make sure that, like, be honest with me. Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
If you my friend or if we're working together,
Same.
I don't want to hear yes, yes, yes. Like,
Same.
tell me I look like crap.
And that's what I'm trying to fix now. Get more relationships like that. Like, don't give me the lies and stuff like that because you're scared of what I'm going to say. You know what I mean?
Right.
No.
Yeah. So what's an instant turn off when you look at someone?
Dang, it's bad. Teeth, nails, your upkept of like your hair and stuff like that. Like, it's just normal things. Like, and I'm not saying you got to get a haircut or go to the hair salon every day, but just be presentable when you go outside. You know what I mean? I guess because of the way I was raised. And I think that's the back of my head of like my mom saying like, don't go outside with no dirty undershirt because you never, like those stupid things. Now as an adult, I'm like, oh, so you went outside with this stain on your shirt like that?
Right. It's little details.
Yeah, and that white stuff on the side of your mouth that start coming. Like, come on. Pack it up.
Pack it up.
Yeah.
What's something people think is fly, but you're like, absolutely not?
For females, I hate open toe boot. I just think
Me
that's
too.
Weird.
I hate an open toe boot. I
Like,
said
what?
this so many times. I hate that the long little
Yes.
thigh high boot with
Yes,
the
with
open.
open-
It's like
bro.
make a choice. Are
Winter or summer?
we? Yeah.
Because like that's a summer shoe. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It makes sense. Spring shoe, but them you put a boot on top.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For
I
guys,
hate that.
I feel like what I hate is throw them fitted hats out. That's just like, it's been through some things. Like, we
Oh my
keep
God.
hats too long sometimes as guys.
Yeah, and they're only like what, $25, $30, $50.
Go get
like,
a new one.
Go get a new one real quick.
The brim is like, you know, like, hang it up.
Throw it out.
Yeah, please.
Have you ever seen someone attractive and their outfit just ruined the whole thing? Or you said you didn't really care.
No, clothing don't really do it for me anymore. You know what I mean? It's about the person and like your energy. That's first.
Are you single?
Yeah, of course. And I said of course because I'm a Cancer. I'm real picky. And yeah.
So, okay.
Now, somebody else might say I'm not single, but I am, if that makes sense.
All right, Lunden, since you said we not spicy enough on Tales After Dark, let's get spicy.
Okay.
So, what is your official sexual preference? You like men, right?
I like both.
You like both?
It's not really a man
like
or
both?
a female thing, though, for me. And
I didn't know that.
Well, of course, because you don't know. Like,
Yeah.
It's just, but I'm more attracted to energy. I'm not like I date men. I'm not one of those. Like, it just depends on my energy with you. Like, if I like you, then yeah, I fuck with you. That's just it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about your dating experiences, like within the industry. Do you date people in the industry?
No.
Have you? No?
Yeah, I have, but no, I stopped doing it because I just think it's like both of us is too busy. We both have drama. Like, I need somebody more calm and like, you know, like I like. Honestly, it's weird because you would think my type is not my type. Like, I like nerd, like that type of type. Be home, corporate, like stuff like that. I don't want you doing nothing creative because then it's just gonna. I did it and it was just the worst relationship.
Same way.
Yeah.
I don't like to date anybody in my same field. I wish I could because then we could be like a cute little power couple.
Yeah, that could be fun, but you never know.
So okay, so you like both. So what's the difference between sex with a woman and sex with a man?
I mean, that's the difference.
No, but tell us, elaborate.
What do you mean? One has a pussy, one has a dick. Like, there's no like, I don't know how people are like, oh, it's the same thing or something like that. Honestly, I don't think it is. Like, I think who I am with a female is different than who I am with a man sometimes because with a man it's more about masculinity, and with a female, I'm being more gentle and soft and loving with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that with a man. So I don't know. For me, this is my story. I don't know about anybody else.
That's interesting because, okay, so when you're with a man, would you consider yourself to be, I know there's like the top, the bottom.
See, you've been talking to too many gay people.
I don't know.
I don't live that life.
Yeah.
I just don't. I know what you're about to ask me. I don't live that life. Like, there's no rules with Lunden. I think that's what it is with me. Like, I'm more attracted to energy. And then once we get through the energy part, then let's figure out what we could do together. You get what I'm saying? So it's not going to be like, hey, who's topping who in the first? No, we're not doing none of that. Like, I got to have a conversation with you because I'm in a different space in my life. If we can't hold the conversation, I can't even fuck you. Or I can't even want to lay down with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was a thought in my 20s, and that's different. You know what I mean? Like, my 20s, I didn't give a fuck what you were saying. It was just like, let's get this nut, okay? Let's move along. But, you know, we're getting better and different.
So if you could date a female right now, what type of female would you be looking to date?
Honestly, it's kind of like, and it's crazy because I told one of my girlfriends the other day, like, she would be my type if we were in like brother and sister type relationship. Because I don't like a whiny type of girl. It's kind of like all my girlfriends, like even you know what I mean? Like, you guys are strong.
I thought you were calling me whiny.
Oh, no.
I could be whiny.
You used to be. The girl I didn't know that I knew, yeah, for sure. But not now. Like, I feel like, I like a more confident woman. I like a woman that could just be herself.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to love you like this and then become your man and now I'm like, close your shirt up and da-da-da-da. Like, we're not doing none of that. I just think that's stupid. And I think we've all been trained by our parents and stuff on how to love. And I don't want that. I want to learn my own way how to love. And that's what I've been doing. And now I'm happy.
Are you looking to build a family one day?
Of course. I want kids. If I can afford it, I would love a whole football team. That's the goal. Yeah.
Ooh, it's expensive, child.
It is expensive. That's why I'm like, if I can afford it, I'm not just going to be out here having kids. And I think that's the problem.
Have you ever been hit on by somebody that you didn't want? Like...
Yes, every day.
On a No, not...
It's annoying.
I'm sorry. Let me tell you. Well, we know that we're good looking.
No, because I give off different energy. So it's just like people think I want something that I'm like, bro, I'm not even checking for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it just depends. But what was your question?
Like, how about in the industry? Like, have you ever been hit on by a celebrity? A male, a woman?
Both.
Okay. Who? Yeah. Can we get some names? No.
No. Well, only one, because we're cool. But only Armada. Like, but it's because we were like friends and stuff like that. We never did anything, but we had this conversation of like, well, what if? Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of situations. But I feel like, no, I wouldn't name drop anyone just because I told you I'm very private. We need to keep that energy.
Period. Yeah. So, all right, that was, I'm gonna get a little, PG-13 now.
That was PG-13.
What? Okay, so let's talk about eating ass. All right, let's talk about eating ass because we was talking about eating ass.
Yes, eating ass is regular, and I think guys who don't get their ass ate is just dumb.
Have you ever dated a straight man?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say date, but.
Or why do y'all say that?
Because
it's not dating. What is it?
Well, no, I wasn't dating him. We were just having a good old time.
Okay.
This is what it is.
Right, because he's straight, so he's not.
And he had a situation, so it's just like
So. What did you like that? Did you like that
experience? It just depends on the person I was when we were talking. I didn't care that you had somebody going, that you had a relationship outside of this because like I said, I was focused on nuts and nuts only. That's my goal.
Nuts on nuts.
But now that I'm older and I'm getting, wiser and mature and I want to settle down and have kids, I'm more like, I don't play with everybody. Also because
you're more intentional. Yeah.
I've never catch anything, thankfully. And I've had a lot of freaky nights and I've never caught anything. I don't want to. And I think this generation now, you're catching something.
So what is a misconception that people have about people that go both ways?
That we're dirty, that we're, we don't give a fuck about who we're having sex with, that we are, I guess, some are liars, but I think for so long that I had to hide myself that now that I'm comfortable in my own skin, I don't care what you think. And I think the more you don't care about what people think and care about the people around you and love on them, things will be easier.
How about your parents? Do they know about?
Well, my dad is dead. My mom, she's a minister. I mean, she's gonna kill me for saying this, but so I went back home to see my mom, right? And she has this friend, and I'm looking at her like, so you're a lesbian now? Like, I'm confused because they kept saying like, oh, we're besties, da 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 da, and I'm just like, this is giving like lesbian relationships. So I'm gonna ask my mom. I'm like, Mom, so what's happening? I know y'all church ladies and all that, but that don't mean anything. What's happening here?
Right.
Supposedly she said they're friends. So I'm just gonna believe my mom. But listen, it's your life. Live it. Do what you want to do.
I used to have a friend that was
kill me for it.
Mom, we love you. We just do. This is a safe space.
But it's the truth. I asked her.
So. She asked. He asked. You said no.
Right. We're moving on.
We're moving on. We're going on with that. Yeah. But I used to have a friend that was like my best friend, but she was like obsessed with me.
Did y'all kiss ever?
No, but she was very obsessive, and she did. I didn't know until later that she did go both ways. That she liked girls and guys. But I didn't know, and I didn't know where her obsession of like me not. She didn't want me to hang out with other girls. She would be very over like.
Yeah, I had a lot of guy friends like that.
Over my friendship, and
I think it's because we're good friends. I think that's what it is. Because now that I'm older, a lot of my guy friends was like that growing up, and all my girlfriends were like, he's kind of gay. I'm like, nah, he got a whole bitch. But now I'm looking at it, it was kind of weird. Like, I can't have other guy friends. Like, that's dumb. Right. And we never did nothing, never said any, you know what I mean? But they were very overprotective of me. But I think it's because we're good friends.
Or we just give that good ass neck and.
No, I'm saying it was nothing sexual though. But we do. No. I'm just saying. But our sex life is pretty good. Yeah.
So what's your favorite sexual position? Now that we're here talking about sex.
It depends
with
on
who?
2 things.
Right.
No, not like girl or guy. Oh. It depends on like if I'm into you, then I want to see your face. If I'm not into you, I don't give a fuck. Like just
turn around.
Or we could do masks. I'm just saying.
That's interesting. The mask. Yeah. Someone asked me to wear a mask one time, but it wasn't.
Up.
But it
what
wasn't.
Kind of
but
mask?
It was like one of those
a ski mask.
No, not a ski mask. Okay. It was like, that party. What's that?
Oh, masquerade.
Like a masquerade.
Oh, no, we're not
like
talking about that.
He wanted to do something.
Talk about like the Scully shit. Like,
no, he was. It was like he wanted to do like a mask thing. Anyway, like like what is this? 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, Eyes Wide Shut. 50 Shades of Grey.
Are you into S&M and stuff?
I can be, yeah. I like S&M. Yeah, I do. It has to be with the right person though. Like, I like being submissive. I like do it to me, choke me.
It depends on the
Spank,
person too, because
yeah.
I can have my submissive times, but then I like to be aggressive too. So it just depends on the person.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna tone it down now. We're gonna get back into a PG-13 version of the show.
Let's take him to church.
And we're gonna talk about industries, ego, and access. Have you ever felt like people tried to use you to get access into certain rooms?
100%. A lot of my friendships in the past was built around that, and I'm learning. Even moving to Jersey, I'm learning like, oh, those wasn't my true friends. It was
Right, because
like,
they're not coming to see you in Jersey.
Oh, no.
We always gotta go to New York.
When you gonna be in the city? What event you got? And then
Right.
I'm learning like I'm in a different space in my life. Like my friends, we gotta check on each other. I'm not doing those like sending you a flyer and not at least being like, hey, Kat, are you good? Like, is your mental good? Because we all are going through things and we all have lives. So if you can't do that as a friend, I don't want you. And a lot of my friends who are in, well, not in the industry, but are like celebrities in their own hoods.
Yeah.
They were definitely doing that.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be invited to Fashion Week, like at all. So we're friends. Of course, I'm gonna invite you. But now that I realize we're not cool, or that's what you was using me for.
Yeah, you can keep your access. Yeah, I'm learning that too. Like as I go, like even earlier today, I got a call, and I had a business meeting with this person. I'm only working with them if they want to do business. We're not about to kiki and be friends, and I'm not inviting you to my parties, get all my network, and then what? You're gonna be outside, and then before you know it,
you acting like me. I'm realized we built a lot of like mini-me's.
I have a lot of mini-me's.
Yep.
You have a lot of mini-me's.
Yep.
And I be like, yo, can I at least get a little credit?
Just a little bit.
At the end of the tag, like the
I
post,
don't even want
but like,
no more.
Right? Because at this point, I'm in a space where I'm like, I'm just gonna keep elevating and now I want to talk my shit too and let people know, like,
you have to.
Because I'm tired of being humble. Like,
humble's a bad word.
Yeah.
I just realized that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's just like you're dumbing yourself down for other people, and I used to be like, I'm so humble. No, we're not humble no more.
No, I'm not humble. I don't want to be humble.
I'm putting foot on necks for the rest of my career.
So have people switched up on you when they find out that like who you've worked with, like when you meet people outside and you
it's
tell
the
them,
LA syndrome of like, what do you do? And then as soon as they hear it, they're like, oh, you know what I mean? So I don't even name drop. Like in my normal life, you would not know I'm a stylist. Right. I don't want you to know that. Because then you're calling me randomly like, oh, what should I wear? Da-da-da. No.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm learning that I just have to like keep my...
Set boundaries.
Yeah.
In your friendships.
What's the biggest ego that you've dealt with in the industry? If you want to drop names, you can. If not, it's fine.
Well, I'm gonna say one person, but she's gotten better. No, two people, so I can clean it up. I would say Scarlett and Bianca were some of my like.
I love Bianca.
I love them both now.
Yeah, that's.
But during our process, it was very, very like ego driven. So, but I also think they were in a different time in their life that they were dealing with a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give them grace for that period of our lives. But no, they were. Ooh, I remember one time Scarlett was like, "I'm not wearing that. Figure it out." Click. And I was just like, what?
But I'm sorry, Scarlett, but I've seen you in some crazy ass looks, bitch.
No facts. So,
no shade. And I'm just saying.
But I think now that I know her situation, I think it was more her team than it was her. And that's what I'm learning.
Yeah, and her team, she had people on her team that, But, all right, well, have you ever had to check somebody professionally, and why not? And what was that like? And how do you go about it as a professional? Because, like, also I want to get into, like, what mentoring looks like for you, right? Because there's other young designers that want to, like, probably get into the game.
Yeah.
And they just don't know how, or they're scared. They don't have, they just don't know, right?
100%.
And so, as a professional, how would you check somebody in a creative space when they messing with you?
So I haven't had to check anybody recently, but I'll give you a little backstory of when I wish I would have checked them professionally. I was working on a show with Genuine. I think it was for Bravo. It was like a couple of years ago that he had. It was like a reality show that he was doing. And the hairstylist at that time, we were great friends, but the ego started to go in the room a lot, and we just had it out on the floor, like stylists going at it, like fuck
fighting?
You, da-da-da-da. Not fighting, she's a female, but like, fuck you, I'll never just talk, da-da-da. And then I'm looking in the room like, oh no, I'm at work. Like, this is not, like, we're not on the block. Like, I can't just be talking like that. I did get fired, And I learned my lesson. Like, sometimes you have to shut up.
Yeah.
Like, not everything needs a reaction. Not everything needs an answer. And I had to learn. And I didn't learn that until like recently. This happened like 7, 8 years ago.
It happens like that.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in that moment, you feel like the way you went about it was
so right.
was the right way.
Yeah.
You stood on business
Yeah.
and yada
Yeah,
yada.
yeah,
But then
yeah.
as you get older, you're like, damn, I could have handled that a little bit different.
Yeah.
I might have still had that gig or
Yeah.
whatever it is. You
Or
know?
just would have just learned differently. And I'm glad that I'm in a better space because I bumped into her 2 years ago and I had to apologize. Just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm man enough to know that I was in the wrong for that time. You were right for what you were saying, but I just was in my ego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was all good.
Are there any current friendships that you feel like you, like, I don't know, have you, like, anybody currently that you're like working, that you work with that might have like pissed you off, but they're your friends, so you're like,
No, I don't have those relationships no more.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't, because I'm not dealing with that. Like, if you upset me or you do something wrong, I have to tell you, vice versa. Because I wasn't the best friend growing up. You know what I mean? Some of us aren't. So I had to relearn that. And now that I know that I'm a good person and I'm going to look out for you.
And that you're not crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, but you also have to always look in the mirror and be like, what did I do for this situation? I think that's what a lot of people don't do. It's always like, what did they do?
They don't take accountability. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's not cool. So let's get into, hold on, because I have a lot of questions. Oh, I want to ask you this. What's something fake about the fashion industry that nobody talks about?
A lot of these celebrities that these kids look up to get half of their things for free. Half of those stuff in the music videos are fake. All these things that these people are like, now you're spending your last money to go buy some Balenciagas that are like $3,000. Meanwhile, that's a fake one in the music video.
When Cardi B came out with that song, Balenciaga, what is it? I went and I bought myself a pair of Balenciaga, but they were on sale, so I am a bargain.
And you had the coin. As long as you had the money, that's all that matters. But sometimes, you know, I was definitely one of those in my 20s. Like, I was buying designer and I shouldn't have.
Yeah. Yeah, we all do stupid things in our 20s.
To look like them.
Yeah. So is that something that you would say, like, you would give advice to somebody and be like, don't spend your hard-earned money on designer early. Like, wait
build
till
your credit. Don't
build
even
your credit.
worry about designer at all. Build your credit, build your credit, build your credit. That's it.
Yeah.
Once you learn that, I think life is easier.
So what's something that people do that makes you go, yeah, I'm not dealing with that?
Lies. I don't know. For sure lies.
What's the biggest lie somebody ever told you?
Sheesh, people lie to me every day, and I think because I'm a Cancer, I smell it. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's just like,
Cancers, first of all, we're both Cancers, everybody watching. We're the best sign on the zodiac, period. And we're just empaths, and we could just read things before they happen. It's kind of sick. It's a gift and a curse. Because I'm like, why you have to tell me that now?
Yeah.
I like this person.
Yeah, because now I'm looking at you totally different.
Yeah,
anything you say to me, I'm like.
Yeah, now I'm like side-eyeing and everything.
100%.
So, now I want to talk about you a little bit.
Okay.
Be honest. What is your most toxic trait? Your toxic trait?
My most toxic trait. That I could be, and I'm working on this, but I could be a little distant when I'm in my head. Like I step back from friendships sometimes, and I'm learning how not to do that because or being able to tell my friends I need a moment. Let me, figure this out. So instead of me just disappearing, you like, what did I do to London? You know what I mean? I feel like that's one of my toxic. And I used to say this was my toxic, but I think I got better. You tell me. I don't say everything I think. And I used to always do.
I think that you're doing very good at that now.
Because
you tell, I like that you're very vocal about everything. Like, I like people that do that. Yeah. So I think that that's important because you're setting boundaries, you're letting, and it's always, you can always do it in a way that's not, malicious or bitchy or whatever, know, but people be in their feelings too.
And that's how I was raised. I was raised at a dinner table of all of us just joking on each other.
Right.
And not giving praises for our accomplishments, none of that. Like, oh, you fat, you ugly, you not my real brother.
Or if you did get an accomplishment, man, fuck your diploma.
Right.
That's how me and my son's father grew up together, so we have a very comedic, I hate it because he was always cracking jokes on me, but that's just how he grew up. And I learned
that's not okay.
But he be doing stupid shit, and it's funny to him.
Okay.
It's funny to the kids. Okay. They all laugh.
But it's not funny to you, and I think that's where we got to change it.
It hurt. It does hurt, but there's no changing them. Now I'm like, all right, I'm coming here less. I don't. I will decrease my time with them.
Because you can't change people.
Because I'm not changing people. Like I'm not here to change you. I got to work on myself.
And
so it's like
we will try.
Yeah, we will try to change people, but it's like it will stress me out, and I do not have time to be stressed out.
No more grays, no more wrinkles.
Yes. So do you feel like people misunderstand you?
Most people, because they don't know me. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Just like, even not saying you don't know me, but like the sexual part you didn't know.
Yeah,
you know
I didn't know.
But that's also because
But I
also stylist,
was curious because I'm like, I don't know. I never asked, and you never speak about your sexuality.
And it's also because
I'm
a stylist. And I think that's where it comes from, where people think that, oh, no, he got to be gay. That's one. But also because it's my fault too. I get a little bit more feminine around my female clients because I want you to feel safe that you could get naked in front of me and I'm not like, oh shit, her titties. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm like, oh girl, just so you could be like, oh, okay, he's not looking. Let me just get dressed so we can go about my business.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I think that's where it comes from too, until you get to know me and then you're looking at me like, wait, London? And you're like, shit. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's really what it is.
Do people ever assume things about you that aren't true? Or except, like, besides, whether you like, whatever your preference is?
Well, in the stylist world, a lot of stylists don't like each other. And that's what I'm trying to change. Like, we don't speak to each other. They put us against each other.
I did notice that, like just by working with a few people, I'm like, why does everybody not collaborate? Or they'll be like, oh, I saw so-and-so styled you. Or and I'll be like, okay.
Who cares? I think it's because a lot of people in the industry feel like there's not enough money to go around. And that's what I had to learn. There's enough money to go around. Like, build your own lane. Don't worry about Sue and Joe and everybody else doing their own thing. You're going to do it regardless if it's meant for you. And I think that's the difference. Like, I don't care if somebody style you tomorrow. I used to when I was younger, but that's because I was young and didn't know anything.
Right.
But it's stupid.
Now it's like everybody, and every stylist is different. Not every stylist is going to have the same vision. Like, London's vision for me is going to be different than so-and-so's vision for me. You know what I mean?
It's like a painter.
And I'm the muse, and they're like, I'm the canvas, right? And you guys are just drawing on me.
And it's never going to be the same because my brain is not your brain. So we should be cool. Like, we should be able to be more cool.
And let me tell you something. There is a difference. Like, when I be thinking like, oh, I got it. I don't need a stylist, right? And then I put my look together and it's cute or whatever. But then when you get a stylist, it's like a different elevated look and it's just different. You feel like a different character, like a character.
It's like when we was working for Akira and you were like, oh, you got everything already? And I'm like,
I was like, oh shit. I was like, he got all my looks together. And I was pulling stuff and he was like, what do you have in your hand?
Put this down.
He was like, let me take that. And I looked at my stuff and I was like, I didn't even. So the stylist eye is definitely like a creative eye. It's an art.
Yeah, 100%.
So what kind of energy do you need around you right now? What does that look like for you? What kind of people like?
The people that I'm accepting in my life now are the confident people. Like, we're not competing with each other. We're not competing with anybody. We're not walking. I'm not going to a party to have a good time with you and then we sit there and we just talk about everybody. Like, I don't need those friendships no more. Like, it's just negative because you really are talking about yourself by you talking about everybody in this room.
It's a reflection, It's a reflection.
You feel me? And I just need more money-hungry friends. And what I mean by that, not like money-hungry, but like you working for your own career, you doing your thing. Like, you know what I mean? You're staying focused.
You're working on you staying on your purpose and your path. And then, like, for me, I just want to be around people that we all have like the same vision, but we are all doing our own things. But we all, like, I can see what you're doing and be like, yo, London, how can I add to that?
Yeah.
Because I'm doing this. I want you to do this. Or, Kat, like, I got this going on. I want you to, like, I want those kind of friendships where it's like we're helping each other, but still being selective.
Yeah.
Because if you don't add value, then I don't want you around me.
And that's what I had. I had a lot of friends that I was helping, even if it was just mental. You know what I mean? It's like, it's draining.
So let's talk about power and presence. When you walk into a room, what do you want people to feel?
I just like being that light in the room. Like, I've always wanted to be that. I feel like a lot of this world is negative.
Yeah.
So if I could just walk in, speak to everybody, at least give a little, like, a laugh, a ha-ha, I'm cool because we all going through something. So if I could just be that fresh of breath, what's the saying?
Fresh of fresh air. Breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh.
Fresh of breath air.
Cheers. Thanks for the margaritas. Now that I'm in the gym, I get drunk quicker. I think that's the problem too.
Yeah, and if you decrease your drinking, yeah, you're gonna feel it more.
Yeah.
So I didn't even get to talk to you about your Sheen collaboration. I thought that was really amazing, and
Thank you.
and I think that has a design.
Shein, whichever way you say it.
I love me some Shein,
Yeah.
and I thought that was such a when I was like, that's so big. How did that come about? Well, you don't got to give the sauce because we don't need everybody, with the sauce. But I feel like, what was that experience like for you, knowing that like a brand that is like worldwide, wanted to see your designs and feature them on their page and like just, I think that was.
Well, now that my contract is over, I could tell the truth.
Oh, we gonna get spicy.
And yeah, I've worked with a lot of brands from, like you said, Shein, Akira, Zara, Spray Ground, Supreme, Daniel's Leather, just, brands. But I've never had them only allow me to design, which Shein did. So that one to me was major. And how it came on, like a designer of mine who I didn't think we were that cool at this time, which was my own doing, reached out to me and was like, I see what you're doing. You're super talented. Look, I got the connect for Shein. They're looking for new designers. How about you? And I sat on it for so long. I was like, I can't design for Shein. Like, even though I'm a designer, I just can't.
Yeah.
Dumbing myself down again. So during COVID, I was just like, nah, let me see what's up. Let me just try it. Put a little design. They hit me with like, oh, your designs are too high end. And I was like, what? So I had to learn how to dumb that down to even be in fast fashion with Shein.
Wow.
So yeah, and then I started working with them, and then the reason why I left them is because they get more from us than we get from them.
Yeah.
Like the event that I had for Shein, I had to pay for that.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give me anything. They'll give me the clothes, but that's about it.
But that's it.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's why I'm so big on like ownership now. Like I think that as Black and brown creatives, we need to just not. Like, we don't need to do that. You need to design for because now that you had that experience, it's like, okay, I'm gonna just do it for myself.
Yeah, and I have some things upcoming. I won't say yet, but
yes, period.
Stay tuned.
I knew it. I knew you had some things coming.
You gotta keep working.
So, would you say that experience with Shein was a moment that you had to prove yourself twice as hard, like than you normally would as a stylist, or was that easier or more?
It was more easier, I feel like, because I used to design. I come from a designing background. Like when I left theater, I was designing. But honestly, it was harder because I couldn't be creative. And I think that's another reason I left. Like I'm designing a dress and you're telling me, no, we got to take this down a notch. So now I got to give you just a whack dress. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was hard to not be creative. And I think that was the major part of it.
So what did building your name teach you?
What did it teach me? Honestly, there's nobody to blame but yourself. That's what I'm learning. Like a 9 to 5, you could be like, oh, they're not giving me more hours, or da-da-da-da-da. But when you're an entrepreneur and you're working for yourself, you're the only person. So if the money's not coming in, it's only you to blame. If the praise is not coming in, it's because you're not working hard enough or you're not doing something. It's just like I learned how to focus on me more and not blame everybody else. That's what I did learn. Because it's just like, at the end of the day, I got to pay these bills. I got to do the taxes. I got to do. Whose fault is that? Mine. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
take accountability.
What's something about you that people don't see but should?
My softer side. I think I'm very tough a lot. I joke a lot. And I don't think people get to see like this side of me. So yeah. I'm glad that you invited me on. And it was a different type of vibe this time where I feel like most of my interviews are like, we want to see this side of you. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm trying to show, and just my life period, I'm trying to just be more of a chilled person. I think I was so uptight. I tried to do everything by the books. And now I'm just happy to be me and just love the skin that I'm in for once.
Yeah, and I love that for you. I feel like you've always been like super sweet to me. Like I've known you for a while now, just through different spaces and through different people. And I feel like this year, like we spent Halloween together, which was fun. I was a mummy, he was a vampire, and we did the whole village thing. It was cute.
That was a cool vibe.
And you know, I enjoy getting to know this. I don't know what other version there is, but I love this Lunden. Like,
yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what would you say, how do you stay relevant in an industry that moves this fast? And what advice would you give to people that want to get into this industry?
The first question about being relevant, I feel like it depends on the type of person you want to be. Because now I'm in this headspace that I don't give a fuck if I'm not relevant. Like I know my resume, I know what I could do, you know what I mean. But there was a part of me back in the days where it was like, no, I gotta post, I gotta be at this party, I gotta be at this event, and it's like that just took a toll to my body and myself. You know what I mean? I had nothing to give to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, I think that's the difference with that.
How do you give to you now? What does Lunden's self-care day look like?
Self-care day every day for Lunden.
Every day.
In some shape, way, or form, you have to take care of yourself. If you don't, like me going to the gym, me going to therapy, me talking to God, me, building my career even better, me trying to now reach out to other up-and-coming stylists to help them because I didn't have no one. Some of the major celebrities stylists that was coming up didn't even want to talk to me and didn't even want to help me. And I'm like, me? I don't even have a resume. This is like before I was working. You know what I mean? I was trying to get in the door. They was not with it. Didn't even want me in the same event sometimes. And I'm like, but I look up to you. So now that I'm a stylist and my resume is pretty dope, now I want to give back to other fashion and other stylists because I feel like I didn't have that.
Yeah, I feel like that now. I feel like the OGs in the media game are like, I don't know how to feel. I'm still figuring it out, but I don't wanna feel that cancerness.
No.
Because I don't want to block my blessings.
Right.
But I do feel like sometimes people just don't want you in the room because they know that you will light that shit up.
Yeah, that
on
too.
fire.
That too.
Better than them, bigger than them, and so they just try to keep you out. But you gotta push through it. I'm learning how to push through those doors without caring if I belong or not, or if they want me in there or not. Because that's the thing. It's like, oh, if they don't want me, I don't want to be there.
I know.
Like, not fuck that. I want to be in there.
I'm in there.
Yeah. So how do you protect your brand?
I don't know. I'm 50-50 with that. Because in the beginning, I was super protective of my brand. I wouldn't show my real self. I remember like all my friends are like, all you do is post fashion. All you do is da 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 da. And now I feel like I need to show more of myself. You know what I mean?
Personality,
yeah. I think we're in that generation where they want to see your personality, not just your work.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find that balance of like work and personality.
And what are you building next?
So like I said, I'm working on trying to give back to other fashion and stylist creatives that's in the industry or just up and coming, just so that I can give them a little gem or tool to help them get through what I wasn't able to get through because I didn't have no one helping me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm working on that. I'm doing one-on-one coaching with stylists and models. I'm working on a new pilot show, but when you do those, you can't say much.
You can't say much.
So hopefully you'll see me on one of these shows soon.
Yes.
And what else am I working on? Of course, I'm doing my food tour where I'll be going to different restaurants and doing reviews, but I'm trying to take it up a notch. I have a production company that wants to shoot it now, so we're going to take it more seriously, not just shooting on my phone this time. I'll have like a whole channel and everything with it.
Yeah.
So that's really fun. And I'm just working on me every day, which you should always do.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited for you, Lunden. And honestly, I feel like you need to tap back into your acting bag too, because that's where it originated was in the theater.
So Luke Steffen, I'm sure you worked with him. Yeah, like he gave me my first role a year ago. So we're just waiting on the production side of that. Like I definitely have been like getting into like starting to get back into it, but I also wanted to like make sure I looked the part because I feel like I was a little, not caring about that.
So what's your so just before we wrap up, because I'm like, I'm talking about acting.
Okay.
What would be your dream role to play? Character,
like if it's like an old movie, or you're just saying just a character?
Just a character, like a superhero. The whatever. I don't know.
I think I want to do something like if I had to pick. Well, Idris Elba has always been my mentor in my head. Like the way his lifestyle, like how he's an actor, but like if you don't know, he's a cool ass DJ on the side. Like that.
That's Rachel's husband.
Don't tell my husband that though, please.
Well, he knows now.
Damn it. Love you, babe.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, him and Denzel, I followed their career for so long that like I love the way they did things. Like they stayed true to who they are. So I feel like any role that like Denzel or like honestly, I would love to do what's the movie? When he played the crooked cop. Well, I can't think of it. I always watch it.
Oh yeah, Training Day.
Training Day, yeah. You know what I mean? Like
I can
something
see you.
like that.
Yeah, I can see you playing like a nice gangsta.
I want to do something that people don't think I could do, and then like. You know?
I love that. All right, well, we're wrapping up the show, the episode. I'm sad because I was having such a good time, but Lunden, tell everybody where they can find you, what's next for you, everything.
Well, you heard what's next for Lunden. And
Yes.
until then, definitely on all social media platforms. It's Looks by Lunden. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, website, all of the above is Looks by Lunden, but Lunden.
And before we close out,
Yeah.
what would you tell someone that's trying to break into fashion right now?
I'll tell them two things. The first thing is, of course, the corny thing we always hear. Don't stop. Just keep going. You know what I mean? But honestly, it's sad. It's true.
It is true, though. You got to keep going.
Because as soon as you stop, that's when you could have like
really kept going. Yeah, because I'll say this. I had a hiatus. Like when I got into the industry, I started off as a model. I was in nightlife, boom, boom, boom. And then I took a hiatus, came back as an actor. But I feel like that hiatus, I should have never took it. I should have just kept rocking through it, you know? But everything happens for a reason.
Come on, you took the words out of my mouth.
Period.
And I'm like, so yeah, definitely that. But then also build your team around you that like support you. And I didn't have that growing up. Like I didn't have people like, oh, you're a stylist, that's dope, keep going. You know what I mean? So it was like have those friends and family members that really want to see you win around you.
Yeah.
That'll play a big part in your success too.
Yeah, it does take, you got to have like these laser focused sunglasses that when people are trying to derail you from your path, you got to just not even look at them. You look at the people that are pushing you forward.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lunden, thank you so much for being here. Lunden is a reminder that behind every look, every moment, every statement, there's intention, vision, and someone who understands the power of presentation. From Brooklyn to working with some of the biggest names in the industry, he's built a name that speaks for itself. And that doesn't happen by accident. This conversation was about more than fashion. It was about identity, discipline, and knowing exactly how you want to show up in the world. Because the truth is, your image is your introduction and your presence is your power. This is Tales of a Latina. Yes.
I've been working double shifts on my dream. Now the money talking back to me clean. No more, maybe I'm the main thing. I want y'all champagne sunscreen. He said he got it, boy, stop the